the address that you put in. But that's not how they're doing it. They say, hey, tell us where you want your listing to show, but then they're still using the address that you originally put in as to help to let them know where to rank you. So that said, geo-targeting photos to match the original address that you put in when you set up your maps listing can still help. Now, I know, guys, there's actually a guy in the group who, and I recorded a little video actually of him explaining this, but he actually geo-targeted photos all around his local area in different suburbs where he wanted his maps listing, and his maps listing actually was showing up in the areas where he had geo-targeted photos, even though that wasn't where his actual address of his business was. So I haven't tested this recently, but it's definitely worth a shot of uploading some photos that are geo-targeted with GPS to different little suburbs and areas around where you want to rank to try to pick up some additional traffic. On the subject of photos, Janet asks, will Google know you've used a stock photo if you took a picture of the stock photo on your computer screen? So I don't really know for a fact, but I know that I've used this technique quite a bit and haven't seen any negative results. And also that's why you notice I zoomed in quite a bit on the photo itself, so that it wasn't the exact same photo, it was just a part of the photo. And it's possible Google can still tell that this is like a cropped version of a stock photo, but it's a way that you get a little more variation. Shift your screen again, shift your screen angle a little bit too. I know this is like such a weird hacky way to do it, but if you just want to quick get some pictures real quick, throw them out there, it's a great way to do it. But taking a screenshot of an image and transforming it, stretching it wider, stuff like that. Yeah, so Tom, all these types of things can work. You see people do it on YouTube all the time, right? Like these movie, I don't know if you ever watched one of those pirated movies where they actually have a big video with like stars flying around in circles, and then down in it is a small little version of the actual video that you want to watch. That's the pirated video, and they get through YouTube's filters that way. So there's different ways you can do that kind of thing to try to trick the machine that's trying to identify duplicated photos. But I wouldn't overthink it too much. Photos aren't that important unless you're in a niche that's really highly visual. Steve asks, does Google like unique photos over photos that it already know it has? So yes, any photo, if it's an original photo, Google always prefers original content they haven't seen before over duplicated content that they've seen a bunch of other times in a bunch of other places. So that's why I try to avoid the stock photos and try to make my photos as original as possible. Steve says a new photo they would not have learned again what it is. I'm not sure what you mean there, but okay. So